Hey y'all, it's Nancy, the Handy Scandy. Thanks for joining me here on the Whimsy Stamps channel. I have the sweetest little tag book for you today. It's fun, it's grungy, it's mixed media, it's an accordion tag book, which I've never done before, but it has the cutest little pandas from the Panda Butt stamp set. Oh my gosh, like I had to use them. So I have used the mini slim tag dies, which you guys have seen me use a million times, and you'll see it a million more. I've used the second to the largest die to cut these tags out, and I'm using several different background stamps from Whimsy. I will have everything linked and listed downstairs for your convenience. Just tap on those links and it'll take you straight to the Whimsy store for ease of shopping or for whatever you want to do over there. But the links will work. So the backgrounds that I've used today, I've used the Grunge background, the Vintage Script background, which is one of my all-time favorites, as well as the Fern background. And you see that I don't have them in my MISTI. I'm just kind of inking them up and then I roll them. I love the rubber because it gives you that the freedom to kind of use your stamps in any way that you want to, and just randomly rolled all three onto the background, onto the, what are these, tags. And then I heat embossed with some white embossing powder from my stash. It's Brutus Monroe, I can't remember the name of it, alabaster white. And then I repeated where there were too many blank spaces. So that's really it. That's how my whole process was. But because it's white on white, you really can't see until you start to put on your sprays. So I just got my delivery of the Lost Shadow in the mail this weekend and really wanted to put it to use. So I have both the Oxide and the Distress Spray Stain, as well as Black Soot and Ice Spruce. Black Soot and Ice Spruce are both in oxides as well. I just wanted it to be really soft. So obviously I started out by spraying my paper because wet on wet does what? Wet on wet blends, and I wanted it to blend. Wasn't interested in a whole lot of layers this time, but I had to have a few. So with the splatters, they were big splatter blops. So I went through and I just sprayed it with water just to kind of get them to spread and move around so it wasn't all concentrated in one spot. And of course, with Emboss Resist, you go back and you just wipe off your embossing so that it gets any ink that's sitting on top, it just wipes it right off. And then your stamped images just kind of glow, if you ask me. I think it's really, really pretty. Just wipe it all off and it just brightens it up. So here I have one sheet of the Slimline black and white dog pattern paper. There's several different patterns in this pattern paper pack, but I just thought this one was really fun. And this is going to be I don't even know what to say, the vehicle that makes this an actual accordion book. Yeah, I'll use that word. But the white was too white. So I cut my slimline paper in half, and then I butted the ends up together and I overlapped about a ½ inch. And then I just went around and I did the ink blending, and I also did a little bit of stamping and embossing with the same stamps that I did on the tags, just to kind of grunge it up a little bit so that it wasn't so stark and clean against the grungy tags. And then of course that's when I went back and I did the green with the ice spruce, the ink blending around the edges again, just to grunge it up and try to make them coordinate a little bit better together. And now I have stamped out all my little cutie pandas and I'm coloring them up with my new Olos. Now I only have a handful and it's still definitely a learning process for me, but so far I'm really loving the Olos. Still love my Arteza Everblends, and these are just adding to my arsenal, if you will, of alcohol ink markers. I will likely be replacing my Everblends with the Olos as they dry out or need replacing for whatever reason. I just really like these. They're super, super juicy, and I'm just happy with them so far. So just did some down and dirty coloring on all four of my cute little pandas. I used all four that were in the stamp set. And of course, just fussy cutting them out. And then I'm back to the tags again. I kind of go back and forth, adding the little reinforcers. I die cut them out in black. I just thought that not only does it reinforce, but it's also another element, if you will. And now you see these guys have their little top hats, and I'm adding the little hat bands. That's a nod to my other tags from the I Spy with My Crafty Eye hop that we did a week or so ago. So I just thought that was kind of cute, pandas, and they're in their top hats again, just kind of a nod to each other, if you will. And so I have just really eyeballed the placement of these tags. And so I got the first one in place, and then I folded it, and then I just kind of folded it in mostly equal increments. There's a little bit of excess on this last fold, but I'll just snip that off. And I'm just layering up the tags, making sure that they're lined up together, and then I put ink down on the slimline paper, and that just creates the accordion fold, and I think it's super cute. I really like the way that it's turning out. It's the first time I've done anything like this. I don't know that I've ever seen this particular process, if you will. I just was doing a little search on how to do it, and this is what I found, and I thought I can do that. So here we are. And now I tell you, you can do that. It's really quite easy. And there are lots of different tutorials out there as well. So yeah, just have fun with it if you decide you want to try it. I don't know if you're kind of a fly by the seat of your pants crafter like I am, and you look at something and you work it out on your own, or if you want all the details and the instructions from someone. But either way, it's all out there. You know, there's ways for you to recreate whatever it is you would like to recreate. So I cut out these little rectangles. They're from the Wonky Stitch rectangle dies. This is the smallest die, and I just thought that would give each of these pandas a little resting place. And I have another just some scraps of the pattern paper that I'm adding to just one side of each of the little rectangles, and then I pop my little guys up on some fun foam or some double-sided foam tape. And then I did not know that my camera had stopped recording. So you didn't see that I added a sentiment to each page, as well as a cute little lace trim. I just thought that added a little bit more contrast from all of the green, gray, and black. I just wanted a little bit more to pop off there. And then I also added some lace and some little twine to the top. And that completes my little card tag. They're not cards, they're tags. They're grungy, they're mixed media, they're cute as they can be, and I just had a blast with these. So guys, let me know downstairs what you think. Is this something that you think you would do? Have you ever made an accordion book before? Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. So in the meantime, I will catch you over on the Whimsy Stamps Facebook page or Instagram or Pinterest. And until next time, guys, this has been Nancy, the Handy Scandy for Whimsy. Mwah! And I'm out.